Hello and good morning. Today is May 29 and it's 12 o'clock Nigerian time. Welcome to my midnight broadcast where we talk about the state of our nation. So I just want to let people to understand that when an election is stolen, when someone rigged an election, rigged his way into office and refused to perform, refused to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people are going to suffer it for the next 4 years. If God did not stop him, if the people did not stop him, before you know, the person will continue in 8 years. And that was how Buhari wasted the 8 years of Nigerian citizens just for nothing, absolutely nothing. So because of that, we are going to talk about how can we protect our votes comes 2027. How can P2B protect his vote comes 2027? Because I discovered that in Nigeria, winning an election is not the major thing. So having the majority of the votes will not give you victory. When you have the majority of the votes, it will not automatically translate into victory, because we know that what is going on in Nigeria is based on your ability to defend your votes. So that is why we are talking about how can B2B defend his vote? How can we defend our votes come 2027? It is very important. It is even more important than, canvassing for votes. Because one thing I understand about good candidates is that people who will vote for them is not the problem. People who will support them during the election is not the problem. During the 2023 general election, we understand and saw what really transpired. Yes, P2B had a lot of votes, but those votes could not translate into victory because they did not allow the votes to come out. So the question I'm asking today now is, how do we protect our votes come 2027? Because in 2023, I used to tell people that I discovered that there are a lot of mistakes that we made. We made a mistake in the sense that we prepared for election, we prepared to vote, but we trusted INEC, that INEC will count our vote, INEC will secure our vote, and INEC will tell how many people that voted for the right candidate. That was our mistake. So how can Nigeria avoid this mistake on 2027? Because as it stands now, it seems that we have not realize our mistake. If today being May 29, they said, let us have presidential election, let us have emergency election, and so on and so forth. Believe me, someone like P2B will still have the same vote he had in the year 2023. But the problem is, how can he secure the votes? How can he make sure that people who voted for him will be counted? How can he make sure that every people that will come out to struggle to cast their vote, those who succeeded casting their vote, how can he make sure that those people, that their vote will be counted? So that is the issue that we must take very serious, because when an election is being rigged, it takes 4 years away from the development of the nation. It takes 4 years away from the development of the people. And that is what we are currently facing now in Nigeria. A lot of people are saying that if INEC chairman is still going to conduct the 2027 presidential election, that it's not going to make sense, that they are not going to participate because they know the outcome already, that Mahmoud, who rigged the 2023 general election, is still going to rig the 2027 general election. But for me, I believe that Yakubu Mahmoud is not just the issue. The issue is the APC government, because APC government, they are the ones that appointed Yakubu Mahmoud. So if people are clamoring that they should remove Yakubu Mahmoud, they should remove Yakubu Mahmoud. Yes, I believe that the man is an accomplice. What the man did during the last election, what he promised Nigerians, and he failed, and so on and so forth, that the man supposed not to be any chairman again, and the man supposed not to conduct any election in Nigeria again. Yes, I believe. But another thing we must realize and understand is that if we protest and they remove Mahmoud, it's still in the power of the APC government to appoint another person who is still going to be the INEC chairman. So if they remove Mahmoud Yakubu from INEC chairman, that does not stop the corruption, that does not stop the rigging, that does not stop with everything that happened during the 2023 presidential election. The question boils down to, what are we going to do to secure our vote in 2027? So if you are joining now, good morning. This is an interactive session. Please, you can type on the comment section your own opinion, what you think about the 2027 presidential election, How do you think, do you believe that the people's votes will still be counted? How do you think, or what do you think that people could do to protect their votes? Not just on the polling unit. We saw what transpired during the 2023 general election. Every vote we casted does not reflect on the result. So it is only 70% of the votes, total votes of people that voted for P2B reflected in the result. What happens to others? That is what happened. They rigged the election. So I'm talking about how do we make sure that we protect our vote in this election, because I believe that Labour Party cannot win the presidential election because Julius Abure already made a mistake. That is why P2B is looking for P2B is looking for other parties that he will make so that he'll be able to protect his vote. P2B's vote is not P2B's issue now, or his problem is not about winning the election. If it is winning the election, P2B will win the election hands down. If it is about having the highest number of votes, P2B will have it. But I said before, that does not make you a winner in Nigerian election. You know what happens during Nigerian election, they rig elections and so on and so forth. So the mistakes that the Labour Party made is that Abure refused to conduct a convention that will start from the grassroots. I'm talking about a convention that will start from the world level, the local government level, the state level, before they will come to national convention, so that during the election we'll see people who will fight for the secure of votes in different polling units. So that is the mistake the Labour Party made in this process of their convention. So as I said before, please type in your comment. This is an interacting section so that we talk and discuss what is going on in Nigeria. Good morning, Dr. T says, anyone waiting for 2027 without revolution is wasting their time. Tinubu will empty CBN to rig election. Yes, Ms. Dr. T, you are not far from the truth. Yes, you are not far from the truth, because Tinubu, I know, will do everything possible for him to win the election. That is the Tinubu I know. There is no doubt about that. Tinubu will make sure that he employ every tool to rig the election. But the question is this: because Tinubu is a professional rigger, because Tinubu is known for rigging election, are we going to fold our hands and allow them to be doing whatever they have been doing? Absolutely no. Yes, I believe and I understand when you talk about revolution. That was what I said in my previous video when I was saying that if Nigerians want to change the status quo, what will come in 2027 should not be our normal vote. 2027 should be a protest vote. 2027 should be a revolution. There is something Omoyole Sowore was saying when he was granting an interview with the Chinese television. He was saying that if he was in the position of P2B, having all these supporters, and he knew that the election was rigged, that's supposed to be the end. That's supposed to be the end. That he will not allow them to rig the election. So I also believe that P2B is a kind of person that is very calm. He's a gentleman. But Nigeria doesn't need gentlemen. Believe me, Nigerians don't need gentlemen. Thank you, Dr. T. I saw your gift. I really appreciate that. Mr. Donald Onoha says, is there a way we can fortify Labour Party to have agents in all polling units? Because the potential measure I think is about what? I'm trying to read. Okay, it's about transactional politics. You are right. So in addition, we need to put APC under pressure to conduct a free and fair election. Yes, sir. I believe that we need to put APC under pressure to conduct a free and fair election. But not just putting APC under pressure, sir. What you just said from the beginning is the key. That was why P2B did not attend Labour Party convention. That is why someone like Kenneth Okonkwo is very angry now with the Labour Party. He's angry because Abure refused to conduct the grassroots convention, where you will go to every ward in Nigeria, you do a convention, they will have the ward leader, you do the local government election, you do the state election. So when you come to do the federal election, any candidate that is coming out for presidency already have every polling unit, agents that will secure their vote and so on and so forth. So I believe that the Labour Party still have chance to redo the convention. I don't know what Abure is afraid of. If I'm in the position of Abure, what I'm supposed to do, I will put my house in order, let them conduct the convention. I will make sure I will still win. All they wanted is all-inclusive convention. That is why everyone is against Abure at this moment. Dr. T said, P2B is Igbo. Any revolutionary posturing from him will be put in Nigeria in danger. Anyway, it could be, but P2B is not that kind of revolutionary man. Because if P2B is a revolutionary man, I don't think that what happened during the 2023 presidential election would happen. I told you what Omo on the show already said, that if he have the number of followers P2B had in last election, and they rigged the election against him, that INEC chairman will not live where he was calling result. And that is what happened in almost the developed nations of the world. You rig election, you don't live where you rig election. No. You won't live where you rig election. You can't rig election and you go away from where you rig election. And I believe that right from time, we have nursed corruption in our politics. We were nursing corruption in our politics without acting. We were not paying attention in politics. In my last video, I was talking about when I was young, 14, 15, 16 years. I used to follow my elders, my parents, to go and cast vote. If they are going, I will follow them because I was not eligible then to vote. When we got there after the election, in our present, PDP will be voiding votes of APC, votes of AC then, votes of different parties. They will void it. They will make sure that those people will not have vote. And everybody will be there keeping quiet because they don't understand what politics is. Now we are the ones suffering it. We are the ones suffering it. It's the same thing that they are doing right now. So what they are still doing right now is to make sure that if after voting you don't have a polling unit agent, you don't have people who are radical to protect the vote, people who will not succumb to bribe because they will still bribe your polling agents. If they like money, they will betray you. So these are the things that we must put in place. Growing up, I saw all those things. Even when I started voting, I was still seeing it. But on this last election, if I tell you in so many states, including my state, Delta State, the way they rigged Labour Party votes down, you see when you are hearing that Labour Party, they want Edo, they want Delta, they want Imo, they want, let me say Southeast, because Southeast, major states from the Southeast, they did not permit them to rig the election because they were decisive. But like Lagos, Delta, Edo, Port Harcourt, forget that they announced that it will be one of those states. So if they tell you the number of votes he used to win those states, you will fold your hand. You will shed tears. Let me talk about Delta. In Delta State, they announced that P2B won the state with about 300,000. Was it 300,000 people that voted for P2B? Absolutely no. The real vote was supposed to pass 700,000. Last election, the vote P2B got was more than 10 million votes. But where are the votes? So that is why what Abure did was so wrong. Very, very wrong. Abure made a mistake for not conducting a very good convention. And I think he should, for the sake of people who trusted Labour Party, who are from P2B, Abure should try as much as possible to reconduct this convention because people are ready to follow Labour Party. That Labour Party, Mama, Papa, Peking has entered into people's blood. If Labour Party can settle their dispute and make sure that they don't have problem, I think they will go a long way. That party is the best party to be used for revolution, for political revolution, for voting revolution. Anything that will come out, they will be able to stand for it. That party is the only party that people trusted that they can use to do anything that they wanted to do. But it's so unfortunate that Abure is not understanding what is going on, because I don't know whether Abure is a politician. He's a Labour man. I don't know whether he's a politician, because if Abure is a politician, he's supposed to understand what we are talking about. I agree with you. Yeah, that is what I'm saying, because if Abure is a politician, he's supposed to understand what we are saying. Are you sure Abure is not compromised? No, sir. Dr. T, I think I can tell you Abure is not compromised. Abure is just afraid that people who have indicted him, if he loses Labour Party chairmanship, they might take him to prison, they might arrest him. But he's supposed to make sure that he trusts P2B, and there is nothing like I'm sorry. He begged them, they do normal thing, bring everybody together. The ability to build unity with that party matters a lot. That party is so powerful. Every household, Mama, Papa, Peking, Mama, Papa, Peking, Mama, Papa, Peking. Everyone loves Labour Party. Everyone is talking about Labour Party. Everyone, even next election, people that even use Labour Party will still have more vote, because that party has been recognized by so many people because of the way we campaigned in the last election. But as I was saying, people who vote for P2B is never the issue. People who vote for P2B is never the problem. The problem is who are those that are going to come there to defend the votes. Who? It's all about defending the vote. I know what happened in the polling unit is minor to what happened in the state and local government center. They'll carry result to local government center. When they get there, the local government or the council, that is the local government chairman of the party is supposed to be there defending the vote. But if they did not prepare all these things, then that is why P2B, I think so, it's my opinion. I think that is why P2B is looking for a merger, a party he can merge together to make sure that they help him secure his vote in other parts of the nation. Not because P2B is looking for people to merge together because of voto. If election is being conducted today, P2B will still win. Forget all those shenanigans going on social media by Reno Mokrid and all those things. If they want to conduct election today, P2B will still have the majority of vote. But the question is, how can he defend the vote? So we must be realistic. That is the mistake we made in 2023. We were preparing for election. We were preparing to vote. We forgot that in Nigeria, you don't become victorious in an election by voting alone. You win an election in Nigeria by two things, by voting and protecting your votes. So if we are not preparing to protect our votes in 2027, surely we can vote and have the highest number of votes, but the ability for our vote to reflect in the result is the issue. And as I said earlier, people who are saying that they should remove the INEC chairman as soon as possible, as fast as possible, INEC chairman is not the problem. The problem is the APC government. The problem is the APC-led federal government. Buhari appointed Mahmoud Yakubu. If you remove Mahmoud Yakubu, who is still appointed INEC chairman? Is it not Tinubu? So if you remove Mahmoud Yakubu, they will still bring someone that will be worse than Mahmoud Yakubu. So I don't believe removing Mahmoud Yakubu is the issue. The issue we should talk about now is how to defend our vote. Because every state that defended their vote, P2B won all those states in 2023 general election. Check it, every state. Look at how that Pastor Issa Buba and their men, how they mounted Plateau State. Make sure they defended P2B's vote in Plateau State. I know that rigging still took place, but P2B won almost 600,000 votes in Plateau. What about Nasarawa? People stood on their ground that is not going to happen. What about Abuja? People stood on their ground. So any place that people were standing, people stood in that 2023 that rigging is not going to take place, P2B won all of them. So what we should be focusing now is how do we get this thing done? And I believe that is what P2B is supposed to be doing now. That is what every party, Labour Party, is supposed to be doing, how to protect your votes. Because when the time of campaign comes, people they will still vote for him in 2027. The reason why they are still going to vote for him is because the APC-led federal government has proven us right that P2B is the best option for Nigeria. Tinubu has proven us right that P2B is the best option for Nigeria. Since he has assumed office, what changed? Nothing. Everything come to worst. Everything worsened. The price of goods, naira devaluation, insecurity increase. What has he done? Absolutely nothing. So Tinubu has proven us right that P2B is the best option for this job. But I don't want to do the way we did in 2023. We must be realistic. At this moment, we are not supposed to be talking about election because it's still far. But we are left with no choice. The only choice we have is to start preparing election because the government we have at this moment is a waste of time. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that is going to change till 2027. Take it to the bank. Nothing is going to change. Today, by this time last year, they are preparing to inaugurate Tinubu. Today he's becoming 1 year in office. For those of you who don't understand what 1 year is in office in Nigeria, because if I'm talking about Tinubu is 1 year in office, you know what people used to talk? People say that it's 1 year now, let us give him more chance. It's 1 year. Let me tell you, every administration have only 2 years to work. Their first year and their second year. So Tinubu is left with 1 year to work because their third year he will preparing for APC primary election. In the fourth year, he'll be preparing for general election. So there is nothing he will work, absolutely nothing. So what you are seeing in this first year is the best year of Tinubu. The second year, the third year the fourth year will not be good as this first year. You know what that means. So Nigeria should get ready. Look at during Jonathan, look at during Yaradua, look at during Buhari. As bad as Buhari was, his first year was good. Because if anybody comes in, they will try to do their best to make sure they prove that they are good. But Tinubu refused to do that. Mr. Donald Ono has said, if they sort themselves out, things will work out well in the next election. Absolutely. So how would they sort themselves out? That is what we are talking about, that the Labour Party made a mistake because of the sham convention they did in Inewi. That was very, very wrong. He said, check Tinubu's 1 year versus Anders Otis 1 year. Everybody knows, even Tinubu self knows that he did not try. He never knew that governance is like this. But we knew that Tinubu is not going to deliver. We knew it was going to be like this. I'm not surprised of what Tinubu is doing. I'm not surprised because right from time before the election, I was telling people Tinubu is not going to deliver. Let's leave this man. People should not, but people were so attracted to their tribes and so on and so forth. If you talk, they said, no, it is our turn and so on and so forth. What are we doing now? Our turn of suffering, our turn of naira devaluation, our turn of hunger, our turn of investors living in Nigeria. Tinubu has consistently lied to Nigerians. Right from the day that he was inaugurated as the president of Nigeria, everything Tinubu did was lying upon lying. He traveled to Saudi Arabia. The first trip he made when he was inaugurated, when he got to Saudi Arabia, you know what he did? He broke the news that he has He has removed the visa ban on Nigeria. That he was able to negotiate with United Arab Emirates leaders that the visa ban is over. Nigerians can now travel for free. The following day, United Arab Emirates released a statement. We did not discuss visa ban with Tinubu, and we did not remove the visa ban. Is it not a shame? He traveled to, where did they go this last one again? He came back, he has not even returned. He said he has secured 600 million worth of investment with shipping company. The following day, the shipping company released a statement. We did not discuss this with the president, and we are not investing 600 million in Nigeria. This is a very shameful thing. And why he's running around trying to bring investors from Nigeria are leaving Nigeria? Because no conducive environment. Naira devaluation, they blame Binance, they blame this, they blame that. We are still where we are today. Nothing is going on. So when you look at all these things, there is a need for us to fight. Not for us, but for our future generations. My dad is not alive today. If he's alive, I could have called him and reminded him that time I used to accompany him to vote when I was young. He will be there. They will be seeing how they will be voiding other people's votes. They will be voiding vote. They will be rigging election in everyone's presence. And they kept quiet. Today, we are the ones suffering it. And today, if we do not fight for this, our children will, God forbid, but our children will still grow to see all these shams. So that is why Nigeria is not a country you say, let me fold my hand, let me kneel, anything they like, let them do. Our children is growing out of. Even though you are in diaspora, you are everywhere, Nigeria is your home. When I mean Nigeria is your home, I mean the geographical place you are is your home. Even though tomorrow they say, let Nigeria be divided, your home is still your home, where you came from. That is where you must pay allegiance to. There is no two ways about that. So this issue of election and so on and so forth is not about tribe, it's not about where you come from. That is what I keep on telling people, that at this masses level, let us not hate each other. Let us not think that Hausas, Igbos, Yorubas, Ijos, Efik, that these people are our problem. No, these people are not our problem. Our problem is our so-called political elite. When Nigeria is playing football, when everything is going on well, we join together. When they are playing like AFCON or World Cup, nobody knows Yoruba man, nobody knows Igbo man, nobody knows Hausa man. When they are doing music and all those things, nobody call Bonaboy Igbo man, nobody call the video Yoruba man. We are united. But when it comes to election, they will tell you this person is Yoruba man, this person is Igbo man, this person is Hausa man. It is time for us to begin to think that these people are using politics to divide us. As far as I'm concerned, Igbo man is not my enemy, Yoruba man is not my enemy, Hausa man is not my enemy. My enemy are our so-called political leaders who are heading the political offices, looting our destiny, looting our future. they don't believe Nigeria. In 1999, Tinubu told Nigerians, he said, I don't believe in one Nigeria. I still have the documentation here. He said, I don't believe in one Nigeria. That is to tell you that these people, not that they really believe in one Nigeria, not that they believe in prosperity of Nigeria, because if they believe in one Nigeria, their children will school in Nigeria, their medication will be taken in Nigeria, everything they will be doing, their investment will be in Nigeria. They don't believe in Nigeria. Nigerian politicians, they are not patriotic. They don't just believe anything about Nigeria. They don't want Nigeria to progress. So those people who don't believe in Nigeria is not Sunday Igboho, is not Niger Delta Republic people, it's not IPOB people. It's not Nnamdi Kanu then. These are Minister of Education. He is in charge of the whole education in Nigeria. But where is his children going to school? The children doesn't go to school in public institution. What about the Minister of Health? His children don't go to the government hospital. And this person is in charge of the hospital. Do you think the person will have the guts to put the hospital in order? Do you think the Minister of Education will have the guts to put school in order where his children are not going there? That is what we're supposed to be thinking. Look at what happened in the case of Yahya Bello. Yahya Bello looted Kogi State money and he paid almost 800 million worth of naira to a private institution. And they said Yahya Bello built school. Let his children go to the school. Everything they do in Nigeria is just for the poor alone. And it is time for us to fight for our country, to fight for our future. That is why I'm saying that in this early stage, we must plan together on how to make sure we secure our vote comes 2027. It is an option that we must never put aside. The voting system is not the problem. People are already tired of Nigeria and you know they are not going to vote for APC. So voting for APC or voting for, that is not the problem. The problem is it's not all about it will be having the vote. How do we protect our vote? And that was why I was talking about that convention issue and so on and so forth. So I believe that the only way we can protect our vote, just 3 ways. Number one, if Labour Party can do a good convention, they will start from the ward and let representatives from the ward and let ward schools, strong ones from across the country, they can do that. If they can do that, next election will be difficult for every other parties in Nigeria. Because I sat down, I thought of it where Labour Party got it wrong 2023. I realized that most of the wards, they don't have schools who protected the votes. Nobody was there. If they can do this and strengthen the party, it will go a long way helping next election. The second thing is that we, the people, must prepare that next election that is not going to be usual election or normal election. It's not going to be there to vote, stay or go. It's all about voting and protesting. Voting and protesting. It's a protest vote. Next election must be a protest vote. Next election must be a revolution. If not, it is going to be difficult. There must be a pressure on the INEC that if you rig the election, that whole you will call result. If you like, let 1 million army come there. We will know how many people army will kill. If you rig election, if we sense you rig election, or the beavers machine that is transmitting result, you shut it off, no excuse. That man must be threatened. And it's not just about mere threatening. We must demonstrate that we know what you are talking about by what we are going to do at the polling unit. Gone are those days where someone will come and tell you, if you don't want to vote for APC, leave this polling unit. Everybody will die there. So what is coming is what we must prepare ahead. And the third one, why and how we can make sure we protect our vote, is still this mobilization of protest. After the election, maybe they said the result is an INEC chairman, an INEC office, maybe the state capital. People should shut down that place to make sure that nothing illegal takes place. Because it's not all about only polling unit. After polling unit, they can still go to the state headquarters and do the shenanigans that they want to do. So I believe that with these 3 points, if we can carry it out, if we can protect our votes in this manner, there will be a huge difference in the next election. So let me know what you think about it on the comment section. Thank you so much for staying with me, Mr. Donald Onoha. Thank you so much. Dr. T, thank you so much as well. I really appreciate your time. appreciate your gift.